I'm Eric Naso with Newsshooter.com, and we are in Las Vegas. We're not on the floor anymore for NAB 2008, but we are at the super top secret film event with Aputure. And Ted, what the heck is going on here? You just showed us something kind of cool. Tell me about this new product.
Absolutely. So real quick, the Super Secret Film Dinner, we're only doing this because a lot of the Aputure products that we make are made through collaborations with our users. And a lot of people give us feedback and ideas for what they want, and we wanted to throw a dinner for those people to be able to have their feedback heard and just show what we are working on and a little bit of what the future is coming from with Aputure in LED lighting. Now, real quick, this is not an announcement. This is not an announcement, okay? This is not an announcement. This is just something that we're working on in the future and that we want to show a little bit of. So, this right here is an Aputure RGB light. Okay. Now, we've gotten a lot of questions, a lot of people asking, Aputure RGB, why hasn't it come out yet? Why can't you guys do it yet? What is going on? Why is Aputure dragging their feet? The reason is because, one, we can already do it. We're showing a fully functioning RGB light today, so I can go right here, clicking right here, and I can actually change through the entire color spectrum, 360 color with hue and saturation, programmable gels. We can do it. We are showing a 500-watt tungsten light equivalent that is super beefy with tough yokes. We have listened to the feedback. We are building upon it. We have it here in person. However, the reason that we've been waiting is that we don't want to do what's already out on the market. RGB, programmable gels, party effects, that's already out on the market. What is the next step? Beyond just making it affordable, what's the next step?
What is it?
Well, introducing the Aputure Color Picker. Now, the Aputure Color Picker is a remote like any other. Basically, what I can do is I can point this at any light source, and what this will be able to do is this will be able to scan and capture colors in real time. Okay. I'll be able to scan, for instance, the color of a green wall, and my light will mimic that green look. I'll be able to scan another light, say an ugly fluorescent or a tungsten light on a street lamp. I could be able to scan that, and my light will be able to match it. Wow. One of the hardest things as a filmmaker is trying to match native sources that exist out there, and by being able to scan that, we're making filmmakers' lives easier. That's what we're trying to do here. So, in addition to that, again, where are we right now with this technology? We've already shown, one, that we have an RGB light that fully functions and works. We can already do that. Two, we're showing a remote that is capable, as of this point, of scanning colors and capturing the color data. At this point for us, it's just about mapping that color data to the light to be able to recreate it. We're asking for patience from everyone. We can do an RGB light, but wait a little bit longer because something better is coming. Now, while we're dreaming, let's talk about a couple of the features of what this might be. Again, I don't script these things, but off the top of my head, a couple ways that you might be able to use a light like this. One, I could scan colors like a tungsten light, match that source immediately, and through DMX, I could send that color combination to my Sky Panels light, and it would immediately capture it and recreate those colors as well. Two, I could point this at, say, a TV screen and hold the button down, and in real time, my light would be able to recreate the flicker of a TV. Three, I could point this at a sunset, I could record it, and I could replay back the speed and change and intensity change of a sun setting and have my light recreate that. And four, just another idea off the top of my head, what if you made a little color swatch book of, say, Wes Anderson's colors that he uses in his films. You could shoot those colors, and you would be able to have the exact same color palette on set in the lighting without having to do it in post.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. Now, you're talking about, we could point this at a sunset. As the Kelvin is changing as the sun, you're recording that, and it'll play it back almost like a video. It's going to play back those Kelvin changes in intensity and color as well?
We're dreaming, all right? We're dreaming. I'm telling you where we are right now. I'm telling you what we want to do. I'm telling you that we're really excited about it. And part of what we're doing here is we're opening it up because I want to hear feedback too. You know, some of the best people are the people that contribute ideas online. You know, sometimes it hurts when we get cutting criticism, but you know what? It makes us better. It really makes us better, and we feel that with the product. So what we want to do is we want to open these ideas up quicker. Let us know what you would like to see out of a light like this, and we're going to do our best to get there.
That's fantastic. That's really exciting. And it also, you know, does your traditional things as well.
Yes.
You know, you're not just jumping off the deep end here.
No,
what kind of gel recreations are you guys going to be doing with the RGB light?
So we only have a couple programmed right now, but we're looking at the entire Roscoe line. That's the goal. Roscoe line, you'll be able to do intensity, hue, and saturation, which I can change right now. So there's my intensity, here's my hue, and then of course I've got my saturation, which I've set at 45. We can go real rich with that color if we want to go real rich.
Yeah.
Probably chroma clipping like crazy. So I'm going to bring that saturation down. In addition to that, I have CCT. CCT I can change from 2,800 Kelvin all the way up to 10,000 Kelvin. As far as gels go, I'll have the entire Roscoe lineup is what we're going for. And as far as WWRGB goes, this is a daylight white, a tungsten white, and then RGB for our actual combination of color. You can adjust those manually if you want as well. Now again, things might change, all right? I don't want people watching videos like this and being like, you said for sure this was gonna happen. I'm just telling you what we have right now and what we would like to do in the future. And you know, we want to dream a little bit and see what is next. What's not just on the market? What's not easy?
Right. I understand you're not going to have specs for me today. We can't talk about all that, but to me, it feels really punchy. The colors, I mean, I was squinting a little bit with the colors. It's pretty darn bright, right?
It's a pretty darn bright light. We're looking at approximately a 600, 500, 600 watt equivalent tungsten LED. Really, really bright stuff here. We're doing the best we can. Again, we're showing a fully functional light. The goal here is to show that we can do it. We can do what's on the market. We're not, it would be boring for us. It would be, no, this is not about cockiness. We don't want to do it. We want to prove ourselves that we can do something different.
Excellent. Yeah. And of course, white light's important, so you're going to try to do that, to use it so it could be a nice key light as well.
Oh, absolutely. You know, our product manager comes from Fuji Color. It is a huge, huge, huge deal that color is important to him. It's his obsession. It's why he came to LEDs, because who knew that LEDs needed a facelift in the color department. It's what we've been passionate about since day one. You will never see an Aputure light under a 95 TLC or CRI light. That is what we're going, that's our bar, we'll never go beneath it.
Okay, as far as the actual housing, the look of the light, is this kind of what we're going to see? I mean, is this the goal?
Again, this is a prototype, so things might change, but you can see it right now. We've got a frosted panel, very, very even on the front. All metal build. This is a beefy light. Really, really beefy light. You've got your controller, batteries if you want to plug that in, that's a separate dongle, and then you'll have a removable ballast. So if you need a lighter head, you can actually take that ballast and have it sit on the floor. All XLR connections with extensions, so you can go as long as you need to go.
Ted, it looks really exciting, and I really appreciate you showing it to us. Can't wait to see you on the floor tomorrow, because, well, you got a lot of other cool stuff to show us, right?
A lot of other cool stuff to show. Again, completely based on feedback. But just improvements on your favorite things from Aputure, they're coming right now.
If would I go out on a limb if I asked you what your pricing would like to be? Where would you want to be with the light?
They would kill me if I said so. But all I can say is that we're Aputure, right? Yeah. And I hope that if there's anything that people know about Aputure at this point, we will do our hardest to make sure it's the most affordable we can make it.
Fantastic, Ted. Thank you for showing us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.